Welcome into Film Room Week 11 here from the Star in Frisco alongside Super Bowl champion Isaiah Stanback. I'm Kyle Youmans, where this week it's the matchup we've been all waiting for all year long. One of the best matchups in the NFL. It's the Cowboys and the Chiefs on Sunday afternoon. And Isaiah, where do you start here? Because there's so many things you can talk about in this matchup.
There's a lot, and we have a lot of offensive personnel on both sides. These are two of the highly touted offenses in the entire NFL. Two amazing quarterbacks, two amazing sets of receivers, tight ends, everything. We got a lot to talk about. But before we do that, we're going to go back and we're going to go ahead and just identify some of the great things that we did last week in our big 40-burger victory over the Atlanta Falcons, all right? And what we're going to do here is show you guys exactly one of the greatest plays that we had in this game. First of all, I want you guys to take your eyes to the offensive line. Offensive line has 5 offensive linemen, okay? But there happens to be 6 guys that we need to account for on the defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know who knows that they need to block 5 guys? That guy, Dak Prescott, right there. Okay, he knows that there's only 5 blockers. There's 6 guys that are going to bring pressure to him. He identifies that. It's very important that you guys know that because that is why he's going to backpedal on this. On the outside, we have what we call a double under concept, where both of these guys are running 5-yard under routes, okay? We have him on the under route. We have Coop on the under route. And then CeeDee Lamb, his job is to try to get outside leverage on this guy, which he does not have initially, and run a corner route. And he has in this entire corner to end zone that he can work to try to get this touchdown. Let's see how this thing pans out. He does a great job right off the line of scrimmage, getting that. Pause it right there for me. You guys are seeing exactly what we talked about here, where we have the under route taking the coverage away. We have another under route taking the coverage away. What does it leave? It leaves CD right here all by himself. Dak does a great job of backpedaling, okay, to buy himself time from that 6th defender. Throws it up, alley-oop, touchdown, Cowboys.
How about the throw from Dak Prescott standing in the face of pressure? Like you said, he knew there was going to be pressure there, but the fact that he was able to backpedal just enough to get that throw off and then to throw a dime to CeeDee Lamb in the corner. Now, the Cowboys had some success in the red zone there. Kansas City had some success running very similar concepts.
Very similar concepts. And one of the things that obviously that Kansas City does well is present a lot of issues in terms of personnel. All right, these guys have a lot of speed at the receiver position, mainly with this guy right here, a.k.a. the Cheetah, a.k.a. Tyreek Hill. He's the fastest man in the NFL. I don't think there's anybody who will argue that. And it's very difficult to defend him, especially when you're playing outside leverage, okay? He is sitting on the outside shade of him, which as soon as Tyreek Hill comes up to the line of scrimmage, what does he see? He sees this whole ocean full of field that somebody's going to have to try to guard. And usually it's going to be these guys on his backside that are looking. These guys are going to be responsible for trying to contain this man right here running across the field. But can they do that if there is a play action right in their face? I don't think so. So right here, they know that as well on the offensive side of the ball, Kansas City. So here's a play action play. All right, right here, he's going to come in, he's going to block, but pause it right there. Look at the eyes of these guys. Eyes in the backfield, eyes in the backfield, eyes in the backfield. Why are your eyes in the backfield, sir? Somebody has to guard this man right here. He's the fastest man in the league. And now we have Patrick Mahomes with a 2-way go. He can literally run the ball if he wants to, but that guy commits. So what does he do? Whoop. Drops the ball right over the top to Tyreek Hill. Easy touchdown. These guys are very difficult to defend, and you don't want to get in a track meet with this guy. We have to find some way, somehow, to not play man, and if we do, have some help on the other side of the field because that dude is going to find the space.
You got to have a chance to take away the defensive dilemma on really decision-making like that at the goal line. It would either you go forward and you leave the back end for Tyreek Hill, or you take a step back and Patrick Mahomes can run it for a touchdown. So different ways Kansas City can beat you. How did the Titans holding Kansas City without a touchdown for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career do it earlier in the season?
Yeah, they did a great job. One thing Tennessee does well, which we're going to need to do, is they are physical. They hit you in the mouth. And also the other thing they don't allow to happen is they don't allow these guys just to have these free releases. All right, the Tennessee Titans do a great job of getting hands on guys, jamming them up. Even if they let you go on to the next zone, this guy's going to put hands on you. And then when the receiver goes by him, guess what? The next man's going to step up and put hands on him, and he's going to make it very difficult. Everything's going to be contested. Also, what do you need? You need your 4 guys up front getting some penetration. Try to trap this man up. He does get to the outside, but guess what? When he gets to the outside, he doesn't like to be out there all alone. So run it back for me one more time. Again, I want to highlight exactly what I'm talking about as this guy comes off his release. We have young Tyreek Hill right here. Look at the jam these guys get in this cover 3 concept. He's going to come off the ball, boom, get a jam. What is he doing? He's forcing him off of his leverage. This is where he wants to run right here. But now he's having to go 3 yards outside into what? Another zone with his cornerback sitting out there waiting on him, who is also going to put some hands on him, okay? So these guys are making sure that they put hands on you in every zone that you get, all right? And they want to make things difficult. Now, what do they also like to do? These guys like to run across the field. Run it back for me one more time, all right? One of the things they do is they run one guy from one side of the field all the way to the far corner, just like they do here. But what else do you see? Again, jamming him up, making it very difficult for him to get himself all the way to that corner. They buy time, go ahead and run it through. Patrick Mahomes sits back there. That's too much time for him back there. Once he gets out the pocket, look at where everybody's at. Let's go ahead and pause that. There's a guy right here. Man, there's a body on him. Man right here, body on him. Man right here, body on him. Man coming into this zone, there's 2 guys on him, right? So everybody has some kind of contesting going against them, and it decides to make this bad inerrant throw. Ball gets tipped, interception. When Patrick Mahomes gets outside the pocket, he is going to give you opportunities because in his head, his receivers are better than your guys, and he's going to give his guy an opportunity every single time.
That means communication is so crucial on the back end of Dan Quinn's defense, because in order to pass off guys like that, especially with guys like Hardman and like Tyreek Hill, like Travis Kelce, they're going to have to make sure that they're talking all the way through to be able to pass it off like that. Now, there's a couple other ways that the Chiefs have given opportunities to opposing defense.
Yeah, so Patrick Mahomes has not done a great job on the run this year throwing the ball, okay? He's made bad throws, tip balls, it hasn't gone his way. Also, one of the things that we have to be alert for, okay, and there's a guy by the name of Micah Parsons that I think might want to pay some attention to him this week.
Number 11, right?
First number 11 on this 11th week, okay? Patrick Mahomes has bad ball security once he gets outside the pocket. When he makes a decision to run the ball, he's running with the ball very, very just willy-dilly, okay? Kind of like Deion Sanders, but guess what? You're not on defense, you're on offense, sir. So we want you to run the ball like that. So I'm just going to play it right here. You guys will see the lack thereof ball security of Patrick Mahomes. Boom, he steps up, he gets out the pocket. Now, as he's getting out the pocket, look at the ball security. Look where this thing's at. Look at this. Look at this. Would you look at this? As you see that, everybody else sees that as well. Come with your fist out. Go ahead and punch the ball out. Ball's on the ground. Pick up the ball. We can take turnovers in the air, and we can get turnovers on the ground with this guy. He is not God. We're going to make him human.
Got to make sure that he makes a couple of mistakes throughout. Now, I mean, this is such a great matchup between two teams. When you look at it defensively for the Cowboys, what is the biggest key to getting away?
One of the biggest keys being physical. We have to out-physical these guys. There's one thing that obviously we didn't do 2 weeks ago. We did it last week, and we see the results. If we can run that back one more time against this opponent, I think we'll have a great chance of beating these guys.
Got to be physical. Tennessee did it in a win a couple weeks ago, and then now that they're finding some stride, you got to really find a way to take them off the tracks, because they're right back on it. Back on track are the Kansas City Chiefs. Cowboys are as well. It's going to be a fun matchup come Sunday afternoon. For Isaiah Stanback, I'm Kyle Youmans. Thanks for joining us here on Film Room.